Munchy, what we tell him?
I hear me, Miss Munchy.
Keep on it locked with Munchy.
Miss Munch, are you run the thing, so watch out now.
You know me, I say Munchy.
Yell up Munchy. Wha Gwaan Munchy.
Reggaeville family, thank you for tuning into another episode of Wha Gwaan Munchy, and thanks to a very special guest that joined us this time all the way from Bermuda. He made it from the Triangle. Collie Buddz, how is everything, sir?
So good, so good. So good to be back in Germany.
Yes,
Yeah, it's been too long.
Very happy that you're finally back with us.
Yeah, it's been what, like a year and a half or something like that? Yeah, that's too long. I need to come back more often, you know?
Definitely.
Yeah.
And today was wonderful weather. Not Caribbean-like, but...
No, it was perfect. It was perfect. Yeah, it felt like the AC was on, you know, all day. Yeah, exactly.
Nice. We're glad to have you here. You're here, not surprisingly, you did not just come for this episode of Wha Gwaan Munchy. But you're on tour.
I would love to, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, of course.
Right. But you're on the Good Life tour throughout Europe. You've been to several places already, London, for example, and
Manchester, Birmingham, Belgium, Paris. Yep. Yeah, it's been great so far. Yeah.
Nice. I'm glad to hear. And you're still gonna be in the Netherlands, in Switzerland, Sweden, Denmark, Germany.
Yeah, all over.
Check the dates on Reggaeville. Don't miss the show. For those who are hesitant still, why should they come to the Collie Buddz tour?
Well, first of all, I don't know what other shows are going on at the time when we arrive in the city. You know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure it's a good. It's a great show. We added a bunch of new songs from the new album, plus all the old songs. Like the whole show is just. It's amazing.
You have live band with you? You have
live band, yep. We've got the band. It's just vibes.
All right, great. So check the dates on Reggaeville for the Good Life tour and catch Collie Buddz on the tour still. And speaking of that, if you got the live bug and you want to see others as well, of course there are others on tour as well. We have to mention them, right? When you're in France, Pablo Moses is all over the place. Wherever you live in France, I'm sure Pablo Moses is playing in your city. And then at the same time in the UK, Mr. Health, our health professor Macka B is playing with the Roots Raga band. Yeah. I'm not sure if he's bringing food, but he's definitely bringing music. And at the same time, in France and in the UK, we have Gentlemen's Dub Club. You know them?
Of course, yeah.
Wicked, right?
Gentlemen's Dub Club, yeah.
You cannot miss their live performance. They're gonna mash up the place just like they did at Summer Jam last year.
This is an emergency, whoa. This is an emergency, whoa. I see the taxman taking, landlords waking and the lights like it's gonna be done. This is an emergency, whoa. This is an emergency, whoa. I see the taxman taking, landlords waking and the lights like it's gonna be done.
Gentlemen's Dub Club are on tour, and so is my guest on this one, Collie Buddz. The tour is called The Good Life, and that is also the album title from the album released in May, right? When I heard the album, of course, as the title suggests already, it's a very positive album. Do you consider yourself an optimist, a positive person, or?
Yeah, I guess I have to get some other people to tell me, But no, it's got to be positive. I mean, the album in itself is obviously I haven't put out a new album in 10 years. Yeah. So this one was kind of like a mesh of like what I've been through in the last 10 years. Like, some of the songs I've had for a long time and just never really felt like, putting it out or mixing it or we put it on a new rhythm. And so it's like a mesh of just the last 10 years of my life, and it's been a good life. So it's been a great life, Yeah, I mean, I'm here in Munich, you know what I mean? So, yeah, loving it.
Nice. There's one song on it, Lovely Day. That sounds very sweet at first. And then you burn out the fuck at them. And of course, I would never use the F word on Wha Gwaan Munchy unless I quote, of course. Yeah, Pussy, I'm still singing. So I was wondering, did you have a particular person in mind when you wrote that song? I mean, all jokes aside, there are always bad mind people, there are always haters, there are people that doubt you maybe. Was there a particular situation in mind when you wrote that song?
Well, actually, that song was written in I think it was around 2009, the first part anyway, and then we went back and redid some of the lyrics. But so that's it was when the first album came out. We had a lot of issues with just being, I guess, accepted in the reggae community and all that stuff. Not even the reggae community, just as an artist. And so yeah, it kind of reflects on all that there, and it brings in a lot of home life too as well. A lot of people from Bermuda and stuff. It's just a mix of everything. You know what I mean?
But I mean, as I said, in general, let's say aside of this tune, it's a very positive album. Although we must say, life is rough. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I was just about to say, I mean, life is rough sometimes. Life is full of obstacles. The business is also rough. There's a lot of pressure on artists. The sales, you always have to prove whatever. How do you keep a positive mindset in times like these?
Well, a lot of it, the foundation of my positivity is life home in Bermuda. I have a wife, kids, and, so everything else is just, is non-existent to me. I just want to make some good music, and that's really what it's all about. That's it. It's all about the music, and, yeah, I have that foundation set, so I'm good to go.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
You mentioned wife, kids, and I wanted to ask you what defines a good life for you? What makes your life worth living, or a good day a good day?
Yeah, well, I mean, a good day is just being alive. Waking up. But other than that, yeah, like I said, that great foundation at home. Wife, kids. My kids are my life. And then, then there's the other baby, the little stepchild over there. This is music, that I'm still trying to yeah. But every day is a good day for me, If I'm still touring, I'm still, I'm out here in Germany right now. It's great. Like 10 years ago, before the album came out, I would never thought that I'd still be able to be, relevant in the music. So it's a great feeling.
Yes.
Yeah.
And congrats on that. So The Good Life is still out. We're going to talk about it a little bit more in just a few seconds from now, but I would love to mention a couple of other records that just dropped as well. I mean, Good Life did not just drop, but new records, kind of. Yeah. New records are out as well by our German Sara Lugo, and she teamed up with Jazzrausch, which is a big band, for a swing-ting album. So this seems to be a very interesting combination you can check out. And speaking of combinations, Junior Natural is an artist, 22 years old, from Sweden, and he did a record in Jamaica with Sly and Robbie. So if you dig the original Black Uhuru sound, then you should really check it out, because it came out very authentic, amazing sound and stuff. So check it out.
You want to do it right now or no?
Yeah, I have one more album. I would like to say one more, and I'm sure you're gonna love it too, because it's out since October 6th. I think it is Jazzrausch, Lily of the Valley, right? So you wanna check out Piece of Always Be Around?
Jazzrausch, yo, that album's crazy. Album mad, and we'll be on tour too, on the West Coast tour.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we'll be on tour together. So you know what I mean. Big up Jazzrausch. Yo, go make sure you go download the album straight.
Seat of Tida, Sara paralyzer. No in a gallivanting man, a real galvanizer. Any luck riser, chakra exerciser. Miracle worker like the prophet named Elijah. I would never let you down. Let's go do that ultrasound, turn it from upside down. Hey, baby, I would never let you down, always be around. Baby, let's go do that ultrasound, turn it from upside down. Hey.
Jazzrausch, who is gonna be on tour with Collie Buddz for the West Coast tour in the US, right? So
Crazy.
I can only imagine.
It's gonna be mad. I'm looking forward to that one. Yeah, definitely.
And it is still the good live tour that he's on right now as well. We spoke about the content a little bit already, and then you have a couple of features: Cat Dalia, Krisha Turner, Pablo, and Snoop Dogg. And then I was wondering, like, so why is it a combination with Snoop Dogg and not with Snoop Lion? Because he did one with Snoop Lion for his album, for Reincarnated. So he didn't return the favor.
Well, actually, like, to be honest, I never met Snoop yet, but you know, it always is Snoop Dogg. You know what I mean? But yeah. But for me, like that, so that that actual song, Riff Raff, you know, hit me up on I forget what it was, Twitter or Instagram or something. Said, "Yo, I got this tune, like, you know, you want to put something on it?" And I was like, "All right, let me hear it, send it." And I heard it, and I did a first verse, and I wasn't sure if he was gonna do the second verse. So it was just like he did the chorus alone. You know what I mean? Okay. And so I put on the first verse, and he's like, "Yo, can you do a second verse?" I was like, "Yeah, no problem." Boom, send it back. He's like, "Yo, this is crazy." And then I think one of the producers or somebody along management lines got Snoop Dogg on it. And that's how it all came about, like, you know what I mean? Nowadays it's just like, you know, you do a tune and you send it, and then you never know what's gonna happen, like, at the end of the day. Really cool, yeah, of course, yeah. Hopefully one day I'll meet Snoop, you know what I mean? Probably on GNN. I'll bring the Bermuda Triangle, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, so I have a new strain too as well, like, for those that don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Strain of weed, yeah. Yep.
You want to?
Indica. Sure, yeah. Bermuda Triangle. Well, we're still, you know. I mean, I don't know where you can find it. California, and Oregon. Soon. Yeah. So yeah. West Coast tour, definitely by the West Coast tour. Yeah, Bermuda Triangle.
You
Yeah.
can get lost.
Yeah, you get lost. She knows the slogan already. What? Oh, Swizzle's coming out soon too.
Okay. Wow.
So Swizzle in Bermuda is like one of the main drinks in Bermuda. So it's basically like black seal rum, Gosling's black seal rum, and like fruit juice, like, you know what I mean? It's all mixed up.
The thing with the ginger beer.
No, that's the dark and stormy. Close.
Because my cameraman would like to have that one after the interview.
No problem. Got you covered, bruh. Yes, sir. I got you.
Okay. Let us get back to the good life, though, please, because you mentioned it already that the production process was actually those 10 years, and I was surprised to hear, because I thought maybe you just did it in the last couple of years, it just took a little break or whatever.
Well, see, the production side of things, I mean, I had a lot of the instrumentals. You know, my life was really busy at those times. I'm talking like 2014, 15, 16, like that was all really busy for me. We stayed on the road, we were touring a lot, and so I had a lot of the instrumentals for a long time, and I said, you know what, we need to put an album out. Yeah. Like, now is the time. Yeah. And I think we only spent about, like, realistically, probably maybe 3 weeks in the studio, recording, writing. You know, I did a lot of writing with Tarantula. Production by Super Dopes and all that, and then everything else is kind of sprinkled. So it was kind of, it wasn't 10 years in the process. It was kind of like, we need to put something out. It's been 10 years. Let's go. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah. But so it was yeah, to say 10 years in the making, probably not. But like a lot of the lyrics and influences, like, you know, I'd realistically say probably 2 months in the making for that album. And yeah, we just went hard, and because we had, you know, 10 years.
Like, why you never reached that point earlier, as to say, okay, I've got to put something out now? Because I mean, 10 years is a good while, and the industry, well, life on a whole is on a rush, kind of.
Yeah, definitely. Because I'm a perfectionist, yeah. Well, the attention spans are definitely like short, but no, we've always put something out. Like I think before that was Blue Dreams, and you know, we put out a couple just in between songs, like, you know, but I wanted to put out, and this is my first fully independent project too as well. Okay. Yeah, so it's all independent, and you know, we're gonna do that from now on, because you know, you have the freedom, you have the kind of, like, you know, you can push it the way you want to, and yeah, but you know, we've always said like, yo, let's go, let's put some stuff out, and so yeah. But I'm just glad we got this one out, and I feel really good about it. You know, the mixing and all that stuff. Cause I'm a studio head. I love to be in the studio. I want to see the mix engineer tweak knobs, and you know what I mean, and yeah. So I
Will
love
you
that
also
part.
be hands-on, or are you more the observant listener?
I definitely like it, when it comes to vocals. I might chop up my vocals or something, or you know, nudge it, and you know, really, yeah, like perfectionist. Yeah, take me. Most artists wouldn't care, I don't think, but like, you know, I'm very particular. Like this one word might be off or something, and or just like, you know, yeah.
And the sound engineers don't get mad when you get into their stuff.
Nah, cause I well, fortunately, I work with Nico, who's mixed a bunch of albums. But you know, we just click when we're in the studio together. Yeah. And so he kind of knows what I'm thinking already, and yeah. So he doesn't get too mad. Like sometimes, you know, I'll be like, yo, there's a little more reverb. He's like, go outside for a minute, you know. Yeah, he'll pretend. He'll put it back. I say, like, yo, yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
So The Good Life is out. Please listen to the album in case you have not done so as yet, or of course get the album. It's a great record. Congrats on the record. I really enjoyed listening. As you obviously I learned the lyrics for
Nice,
some of
yeah.
the songs, right?
Yeah. It seems like you know, only the cuss words.
Where there were a couple of explicit songs.
Those are your favorite.
Not just this one were explicit lyrics.
Yeah. We, you know, we dabble in that, but no, for anybody that's that, you know, still thinking about coming to the show, you know, we just have a good time. That's what it's all about, you know, enjoyment. Yeah, the good life, and you know, you pay a good money to come in and enjoy yourself. So, you know, we enjoy ourselves on stage, and so yeah, I mean, come through. It's you know, it's a good life.
Great.
Yeah.
Speaking of the good life, I need to make a transition, so I have to pick up something. Speaking of the good life, right? Some people will also be living the good life in just about 2 weeks from now, because a ship is gonna set sail through the Caribbean, starting from Fort Lauderdale. And I think this crazy experience you've been a part of. Yes, exactly. You been part of it last year, right? How did you enjoy it? It's wicked, right?
I loved it because a lot of Bermudians on the boat too as well. Yeah, so I felt right at home. I mean, we unfortunately we couldn't do it outside on the deck, so we had to move inside to the theater because I think the weather was a little shady. But you know, I enjoyed it. I felt like I was home performing. Yeah, Bermuda. I mean, the flags, everybody was there. So.
Yeah, I was on a cruise the year before, and when I heard that you were gonna be performing, I was like, yo, there's so many people from Bermuda on the ship. They're gonna be crazy about it. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, definitely. Nice. I love the song clash thing too. That was awesome. Yeah. You know, they had to play some Collie Buddz dub plates, which you know, because there's so many Bermudians that play. You know, like, yeah, I loved it though. Yeah, hopefully the next one next year we can get back on it. But yeah. And it was my first time on a cruise too as well. Yeah, never been on a cruise ship, so.
Didn't get seasick.
There was one point, I don't know if it was seasick or maybe I had a couple too much drinks. Yeah, you know. But no, it wasn't too bad. Yeah.
So we wish all the passengers on this one, as we said, November 13th, they're gonna safe journey, exactly, and enjoyment. But that, I mean, that's not true. That's guaranteed. And I was just about to say, Stephen, Damian Marley, of course, Jack Cure, Dwayne Stevenson, Spice, Raging Fire. Who else? Bounty Killer, Busy Signal, Popcorn, and one person that was also on the cruise 2 years ago. Surely gonna mash up the place. Tyrus Riley. Our Superman.
I'm a Superman, thanks to Lois Lane. Used to be my problems when I went insane. Took me from the depths when I lost my name. I know, yeah, she gave me something I could live for. Now everyone is asking what's the change. They don't recognize I've got so much to say. And then I never thought someone, I love someone so much that they would want everything. I know I will be there when you need me. I will be there when you cry, baby. Oh, I will be there when you need someone to tell you that you're beautiful, baby. I
Reggaeville family, thank you very much for watching Wha Gwaan Munchy, and Collie Buddz. Thank you very much for talking to me, taking the time. And now it's almost stage time.
Almost
oh
stage
God,
time,
we're so
ready.
nervous.
You know, yeah. Big up everybody, Reggaeville. You know what I mean? Everybody in Germany. And yeah, check out my website, colliebudz.com, Instagram, Real Collie Buddz, all that stuff there. You know what I mean? And if you haven't got the album yet, it's on iTunes, Spotify, all that stuff. It's called Good Life. You know. Bless up, Reggaeville.
Wha Gwaan Munchy.